This is your math gal, Julie Harland. Please visit my website at yourmathgal.com, where all of my videos are organized by topic. All right, here is another coterminal angle problem. Find two negative angles coterminal with each angle. Now, in our first video on some problems about coterminal angles, we were looking for two positive angles coterminal. Now we're looking for some negative angles. So why don't you try this one on your own, 625 degrees. There are many possible answers, but you want to get at least two negative coterminal angles with 625 degrees. Okay, well, I've got to go negative here, right? So you could keep subtracting 360 as many times as you want. So, sometimes it's helpful to know the multiples of 360, like 360 is, 360 times 1. If you add it together, that's times 2. And then times 3 is 1080, and, etc. So if you know these, that might help you. You don't need to know them. So what I could do is, I know if I subtract 360, I'm not going to get a negative number, but if I subtract 720, I am. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to subtract 720 and see what I get. So now what I'm doing is you could get a calculator out to do that, or you could just say, well, I'm adding a positive and a negative number, and right, because you could think of this as 625 plus negative 720, so you know it's going to be in the negative, right? And then you just do 720 minus 625, and that gives you 95. So it's got to be negative 95. So there's one answer, okay? And then I could subtract 360 from that number, which is the same as adding negative 360 to it. So this one I could do here, so that's negative 455. So two possible answers are that are negative 95 degrees, and negative 455 degrees. Now there's a lot more than that. You can subtract 360 again, you're going to get another one. You could subtract 360 again, you're going to get another one, etc. Infinitely many possibilities. There's not just one right answer. All right, let's find two negative coterminal angles with negative 100 degrees. Well, we're already in the negative, so let's just subtract 360 to that, from that, I should say, and that'll give us a number that's negative, so that'll be negative 460. So that's one possibility. And then we could add a negative 360 to that, do it again. So that's going to give you negative 820, I think. So there we have two answers again that are negative and coterminal with negative 100. Negative 460 degrees and negative 820 degrees. So there we go. And we'll do a couple different other kinds of problems on the next video. This is your math gal, Julie Harland. Please visit my website at yourmathgal.com, where all of my videos are organized by topic.